The best experience would probably be the Bass Pro, just playing a lot of good teams and watching a lot of good teams play. And also the bun we played, or we had off the court, hotel rooms and everything.
My favorite memory is the Bass Pro tournament when we went to Springfield, where we seen Bronny James and players like that.
Being able to travel with the team, like different tournaments in all the places, Bass Pro.
Yeah, because it starts with the coaches, because they kind of keep us together, make us, we're friends to begin with, but coaches, they just, something about them, it's hard to put it into words.
I love those guys. Couldn't ask for a better year, but if I had to pick one category, I'd probably say all the traveling to the best tournaments, playing some of the best teams, seeing how I could compare my game to theirs and improve along that line.
Playing a lot as we were growing up. Most of us grew up with each other and stuff like that.
Just the brotherhood. We've been friends growing up with each other, and just knowing each other and going to practice every day as a team.
The trips for sure. Like we went to like Bass Pro, Nixa.
Practicing hard, listening to coaches, just putting in the hard work every day at practice.
I'm Samar Williamson. I'm a senior and I play point guard and shooting guard.
AJ Ruff, a sophomore, and I play guard.
My name is Jadis Jones. I'm class of 2024. I'm a forward. I play forward.
My name is Marcellus Phillips. I'm a senior in the Madrid County Central and I play forward.
All right, my name is King. I go to NFCC and I'm a senior.
I'm Dominique Bates and I'm a junior and I'm a shooting guard.
My name is Brayden Newsom. I'm in the 11th grade and I was a forward.
My name is Julian Kirkjoys. I'm a sophomore and I play shooting guard.
JJ Harris. I play guard and I'm a freshman.
My name's Mario Pettigrew. I ain't played basketball. I was a manager and I filmed the games.
My name is Lee Kennedy. I'm a sophomore and I play center.
Raymond Brooks. I play power forward and I'm a freshman.
My name is Luke Johnson. I'm a sophomore and I'm the manager.
I am joined by New Madrid County Central sophomore Jadis Jones. Jadis, welcome to the show. Congratulations. As a sophomore, you got named All-State, and what do you make of all these accolades and all this publicity you've brought to New Madrid County Central? What's it mean to you to get that award?
It means a lot. It's big. Just not getting it last year, but it being honored to one of my teammates, B.J. Williamson. It means a lot for me to get it this year, for both of us to have it at such a young age.
Almost every team you've played on since you started playing basketball has been successful, though, but what makes this team special?
The bond we have together, it's like a family, listening to each other, also listening to the coaches, everybody being on the same page and having the same goal.
You're going to be losing several seniors. Are you going to feel like a man alone next year? What's in store for the Eagles in the future?
No, I still feel the same. We had a lot of players that usually didn't play. They stepped up and played big this season. So I think they're ready for what's coming next year.
What are your plans for the summer? Are you still working hard, working out, playing some AAU?
Yes, sir. I'm still playing with Bradley Bill. I play a lot on the weekends. If I'm not playing on the weekends, I'm working out through the weekday.
What does that look like, your workout regimen?
I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Me and Coach Juncher, we go to the weight room. I go to school, and I go to the gym after for about an hour and a half.
We're looking forward to seeing you play next year. Hopefully you can bring that state championship to New Madrid County Central. And just a little side note, my niece, Aubrey Aycock, you're her favorite player.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know her. We're close.
Jadis, thank you for coming on the show, and congratulations once again on a remarkable season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jadis Jones, ladies and gentlemen, All-State 2021-22, New Madrid County Central Eagles. I'm proud to welcome Coach Dontre Jenkins of the New Madrid County Central Eagles to the studio today. Coach Jenkins just made a trip to the Final Four, came in third in Class 4 in basketball. And Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Coach, tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, where you live.
Well, I live in New Madrid. I'm the oldest of 3 kids. I graduated from New Madrid, went off to college, and returned back home to coach. So
I remember your dad, Donnie, as a iconic basketball player, state champion here at Malden. We're sitting at the historic Malden Air Base. Your dad's well known around the region as a great basketball player, but now as a referee. Does that ever have any conflicts in the family?
No, not at all. He's refereed a few of my junior high games, but
you never been kicked out?
No, never.
Donnie's a great guy. I know my brother Bobby's good friends with him, and he was the Ray Pugh, Robert Eisen Donnie Jenkins
I've
days.
heard many stories.
Too many probably,
Many.
right? So, Coach, what did it mean to you to go to your first Final Four?
It meant the world, especially after coming up short last year. Team going 20-1 and losing the game to go to the state championship to Vashon, and coming back this year and being able to overcome and get there.
The loss in the Final Four, what was the key moments of that game? Because it definitely wasn't a blowout. You know, if the ball would have fell your way, you could have won the game. You could be sitting here state champion, but...
Our guys came out competitive. They didn't back down from the name of Vashon. So that was a plus. We battled, and if we make some free throws, you never know what'll happen. I think we went 12 of 24 from the free throw line.
Well, it's funny you say that because that does happen in basketball. I mean, used to back in the old days, you heard Scott County Central, the team got scared before they got on the court. You hear Vashon, players get scared, but your players didn't seem to be scared in that game. It's just the way the ball bounced.
Right, I agree with you. I think our schedule has a lot to do with that. Coming off that loss last year, we thought that we needed to beef up our schedule a little bit. So we went over to the Bass Pro, went over to Nixa, and played some tougher competition.
Well, let's talk about the Bass Pro because LeBron James's son played there. Was the competition stiffer? Do you think it really helped improve the team? Did that make an impact on the season in general?
Oh, yes, the competition was top-notch. You got those top teams coming from all around the country, teams that we don't see all the time, players we don't see all the time, being in Southeast Missouri. And it definitely opened our eyes, and our players saw where we needed to get to be able to get to that Final Four.
What's it like, Coach, coaching with the icon Lenny's McFerrin and Junior? What's it like coaching with those two guys? Because I believe Coach has 9 state championships. He's in the Missouri Hall of Fame. So what type of impact does that have on you as a coach?
Honestly, I'm blessed. Being in this situation that I'm in, him trusting me with his program. I do a lot of the behind-the-scene work that nobody sees, and he put it all in my hand to let me take care of that stuff. And like I said, he does it, and he let me does it. And he'll call me, "Hey, Coach, what you think about this?" I said, "Yeah, Coach, it was just going through my mind." So we be on the same page a lot, and the same thing with Junior.
They seem to be more laid back nowadays. They kind of let you run the team, it looks like, during the game. Unless something really bad happens and Coach McFerrin gets up and goes a little crazy. But he's very laid back from the old days. And it looks like to me he really has a lot of trust in your coaching.
Yes, I agree with you. And it's an old age a little bit, you know, he got to calm down a little bit. So, but you still see spurts of him, that old Coach Mack coming out of him.
What do you think the turning point of this season was? And at what point did you think, wow, we could win the whole thing?
Honestly, like I said, the Bass Pro, we got over there and seen that competition and saw that we wasn't where we needed to be. Lost a double overtime game over there. And then we come back and win the 7th place. Then we go back to Nixa, lose to Blair Oaks by 1, who was supposedly the top team in Class 4 at the time. And then we leave from over there in 3rd place. So I think the guys started realizing if we want to get to where we need to get, we got to turn it up a notch. We got to start listening to Coach. We got to do the little things to get us to that place.
It looked like to me one of the main characteristics of your team was defense. Your team played phenomenal defense. It was tenacious. And by the low scores in some of the games that you played, I mean, that proved to be the case, right?
Right. I agree with you. And that's our philosophy right there, defense. If you can't play defense, you're not doing anything for us. And our guys really bought into it, and they started to see that what we was preaching, it works.
So how much do you practice defense in practice?
All the time. We really focus on offense.
Well, you're not really considered a big team for Class 4, correct?
Right.
So also one of your key characteristics, I think a positive, is rebounding. For a smaller Class 4 team, your team really rebounded well. Do y'all do a lot of drills for rebounding in practice?
We do a lot of drills, and we got the mindset of go get the ball. You see a ball come off, it don't matter who you are. We can't sit back and let Jadis or Marcellus get all the rebounds. If you, AJ Ruff, 5'7", get in there and mix it up a little bit and get some rebounds. And that's our mindset. If the balls come off the rim, let's attack the rebound and let's go with it.
If they don't do it, they're going to be sitting over by you, right?
Come sit over here with me.
So, Coach, you have a lot of seniors on the team. Do you have a good group coming up to replace those? You think you're going to be competitive next year?
We graduate 4 seniors, Shamar Williamson, Marcellus Phillips, Adrian Smith, Kenyon King, guys that contribute a lot for us. But we also got a good group of guys coming back, especially that sophomore class with Jadis Jones and A.J. Ruff. We got several freshmen that maybe will step up and take some of the responsibility. But the core of our team is coming back, so I think we'll be okay.
So let's talk about Jadis Jones. He's your all-stater as a sophomore. What makes him a special talent?
Just him at 6'5" can mix it up. He can bring the ball down the floor. He can get in there and bang with the big boys. He can rebound. He can pass. He's one of those players that you want on your team. He makes everything easier for everybody else. All the attention is on him. He's setting up his teammates. He's very unselfish.
Yeah, and like for a very tall guy, maybe not tall for Class 4, but he's tall for many schools in the area. You actually had him playing some guard. He played forward, and he drove to the basket a lot, so he's not your typical player.
Right.
Well, what's in store for New Madrid County Central in 2022-23 season? Like we talked about, you have a lot of seniors, you have a group coming up, but what's one thing that may surprise us next year?
We look to build off our success from this past year. Like I said, last year, we built off that. We're looking for next year to build off this year, and we're starting to get this program going in the right direction.
Well, let's talk about that. How difficult is it? Because New Madrid County Central always has a lot of talent. How difficult is it to get those kids to actually come out and play basketball? Is it getting easier for you since kind of success breeds success?
Yes, it's getting easier. The guys that we want there, we don't have to, they there. Now getting the guys that on the borderline, that's a little tough, a little challenging. But with the success, we're starting to get some more kids coming out and participating.
Coach Dontre Jenkins, we really appreciate your time today. Congratulations on the Final Four run.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations once again. Coach Dontre Jenkins, New Madrid County Central Eagles. Congratulations, team, on a historic 2021-22 run. 3rd place, Class 4. Are you guys going to win state next year?
Yes, sir.